My name is Kemi Taiwo. I am from London in England in the UK, and I am a poet. I have been writing for years and years and years, from elementary school and high school, for a long time. I started writing for myself sort of around the age of 15, when I found I had a lot of things on my mind and I didn't necessarily want to share them with a lot of different people, so writing them down would get them out of my head and into a different place. Everyday life, the things around me, the things I see, news reports I read, stories I hear. I think so. I think my focus has shifted quite a lot. I remember initially my first sorts of poetry were poems that were crush poetry. So about certain people I liked, I'd write a piece about them because I was too scared to tell them to their face, so I'd write it down in a poem. So more recently I've been writing about a lot of other things. My favourite poem I've written is a piece called Precious Metal. It just means a lot to me. I wrote it after going to like a revolutionary slam and realising I had nothing on the topic, and just looking at a lot of different news reports. Somebody got up on stage and mentioned the fact that like 11 members of her family had passed away in war, and like 7 of them were under the age of 10. And it has you thinking about the innocent people that are passing away because of war, and it's nothing to do with them, it's not decided on by them, they just happen to be there at the time. Like, these decisions are made by their parents or people that are in power, and it has nothing to do with them, yet they are the casualties. So that's why I wrote that piece, and that's why it's a strong piece to me and important. Wow. I don't know. Okay, something I created in London is a group on Facebook called Poetry in London. And what I found, once I got out of performing at my university, I didn't really know where to perform. And I'd go to a certain event that I'd just heard about, and then by being there at the end of the event, you'd hear about other events that were going on. But if you weren't there, you wouldn't necessarily know. So if you couldn't make it, you'd never know about what was going on. So I created a group to sort of enable everyone to know what was going on, and it works with people that are performing, posting, it works with people that are putting on shows, posting, it works with people that are just interested in going somewhere, posting. So I now have a group of over 2,000 members actively posting on a daily basis about different shows they're going to, different things that are happening. And I found out about shows I wouldn't have known about otherwise through the group Poetry in London. And it's also a good tool for people coming from outside of the UK to London to find out where it is they can go to perform, whether there are open mics, whether there are slams and stuff like that. So that's something that was just an idea that has really, really blossomed and really, really worked. So that's something I'm very proud of. My purpose. So this is that old battle about being a poet and what does it mean and what is your responsibility to the community. Because as I said earlier, the reason I started writing was for myself and to get things out of my mind. And when I wrote certain pieces, I wasn't always sure that they'd be pieces that would be shared. But in the more recent dates, I've been performing more personal pieces to me, and it does feel like you're exposing yourself to people. But then I've had people come up to me after shows and have been able to relate, and they've gone through the same thing, or they're going through something similar, or something that was a lot to me is like magnitudes more to them. So kind of being a voice to show people that other people are going through the same thing that you're going through, and it's okay, and you can get through things, and I think kind of in that lane. Just keep writing, and don't be afraid to share your work. www.kemitaiwo.com, that's spelled KEMITAIWO.com. I'm on Twitter as Kemi Taiwo Poet, Instagram Kemi Taiwo. You can just type my name in Google. I was supposed to be a necklace, a beautiful charm held out at the length of an arm to be admired. I was supposed to embrace necks, grace necks and lay comfortably on bosoms close to hugs. I was supposed to shine in pictures, bring out eyes in pictures, be admired by the eyes of another, and maybe stolen once or twice, but then I'd be recovered, you see. I was supposed to be an heirloom, passed from generation to generation, from grandmother to mother to daughter to granddaughter. I was supposed to keep memories alive, and when natural causes took their toll, I was supposed to survive. When generations ceased to continue, I'd be fossilized and found 100, 1,000, or 1,000,000 years later by some archaeologists. Antique experts would try to guess my creator and value me, and I'd be handed on to a curator and perhaps find home in the British Museum because they seem to get first dibs on worldly discoveries, and they'd want me. And people would travel from far and wide to see me. You see, I was supposed to shine.